Aloha my kako, what is up everyone? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here and this is your first time joining me, stopping by, tuning in as I hold space to connect with self and align with divine, or mahalo for tuning back in. If you've already subscribed to the channel, I greatly appreciate you returning. Okay, so I want to jump right into the video, and I don't want to take too much time skirting around and circumventing the message, but over the past couple days, I've been feeling a lot of congestion, physically and emotionally. And I feel like this is a call to speak to collective about our thoughts and what energies you're holding within your mind space. This is most likely going to be about our mental clarity and where it's at currently. So for those of you who are tuned in for the first time and you haven't seen any of my other videos, I have mentioned a couple times. It's really weird for me to mention because it just seems like, oh, I'm being conceited, or I'm trying to say I have gifts. We all have fucking gifts. We all have insight. We all have vision. It just depends on how often you tune into those insights and those visions, and how accepting you are of the journey through evolution, through solar evolution. So with that said, I have mentioned in a few other videos that I do feel like one of the gifts, if you will, one of the insights that I do happen to have is clairsentience, along with clairvoyance and claircognizance. But along with that comes like these intense, sometimes overwhelming downloads of emotional or physical manifestations. And in the last couple of days, I've been feeling heavy congestion in the sinus area. Quick editor's note, I don't actually feel super heavy with congestion. It's very, very slight. But the physical manifestation of mucus and sinus congestion is letting me know that the heaviness is within collective energy. It's been in the sinus and temple. I've been also experiencing headaches, and I feel like, because this isn't something normal for me, yes, when you feel these types of things, look into it, because it is obviously something that is holding within your body spaces. But also, when it comes to delivering the message for collective, this is about mental clarity. This is about where our thoughts are. This is about the state of mind that we're in. This is about the peace that we need to find in order to bless our mind space with more serenity, more harmony, more balance. I feel like we're not at peace right now mentally. There's so much shit going on, rattling around in our brains, that it's just very, very overwhelming. And what those emotions do is build up and clog our third eye and our crown chakras. So right now, our mental cavity, our mental spaces is very blocked. So I want to go ahead and dive into the mana cards. This is Hawaii based guidance cards that I like to tune into once in a while, because I feel like the message is a little bit different than your standard oracle cards. So for collective, let's tune into more Ike, more knowledge to be seen, spoken, and shared about our mental spaces. That jumped right out. Separation, damn. So this is definitely speaking on, this is the Naupaka card number 37, and this is speaking about separation. I'm feeling like this has something to do heavily with your union, your relationship, your partnership. So let's just dive in. I'm not even gonna fucking try to sugarcoat it and take it to a different path, because the message is going to be for myself as well as for you guys out there, for sure. So with this card, the Naupaka is a flower. It's a type of flower, but the card itself represents detachment, separation, right? A disconnection. The chant for this particular card is divide into two parts, separate by space, keep a distance. Ooh, divide into two parts, separate by space, keep a distance. For anyone in the back that needs to hear that again. So the teaching of this card says, near the North Shore in Hawaii grows Naupaka, a sturdy shrub with light green leaves and thick clusters of white berries. The white and purple blossoms that grow on this shrub look as if they have been cut in half. On the mountainside grows a similar shrub with dark berries and leaves that are of a different shape and shade of green from those of the Naupaka near the seashore. This shrub also has blossoms that look like they've been cut in half. The Naupaka is the theme of a number of Hawaiian chants and stories about the separation of lovers and the agonies of parting. One such story is the love of Momi and Ikaika, who were soulmates. Momi and Ikaika wanted to be together always, and when they were not, each had the feeling that neither was complete without the other. Due to the jealous wrath of Pele, they eventually became separated. Ikaika was condemned to never leave the seashore, and Momi was banished to the mountainside, destined to never reunite. So there's many different mo'olelo, or different versions of the story. What I'm getting right now, what I'm hearing is basically you're feeling a disconnection from a partnership. This could indicate a breakup, but I'm also feeling like you know deep within your spirit, within your solar journey, that there is someone that you have yet to connect with, that you have yet to reunite with, and it's devastating. It's the cause of a lot of issues in your, I want to say temporary for some reason, in your temporary relationships, because all the relationships you've had have never really met that pinnacle, orgasmic, celebratory type of unity and love. Like it hasn't bound you two together the way that you would with a soulmate. All right, let's just jump into the interpretation. So it says that Nopaka, this card, appears when a separation has happened or is about to happen. This separation may be temporary or permanent. You may need to separate yourself from a certain way of approaching a relationship or situation, and you may need to separate yourself from being attached to a particular outcome. One Hawaiian tradition says that if something fails after 3 attempts or 3 omens warn against a particular course of action, the effort is permanently abandoned. This card indicates that you may need to detach yourself from an object, a relationship, or a behavior. So this is insight on you. This is the thoughts that you have, the state of mind that you're wallowing in, the labyrinth of your mind that you're lost in. So in terms of a relationship, yes, there could be separation, there could be breakup pending, but also this could be separating yourself from disappointment or doubt or any type of negative thoughts that are clouding your judgment or congesting your headspace. But also it says that in all instances, be sure to examine your feelings about letting go. It is important to resolve them completely. When undergoing a separation, you may find it useful to create a symbol of what it is you are separating from. Then speak or write to that symbol a loving letter of completion. Thank whatever or whomever the symbol represents for being in your life and for the lessons that it taught you. If you are having a difficult time detaching, you may find it useful to ask it what it wants to teach you. You may want to role play with a trusted friend or family member. That's a little interesting, but hey, whatever may work towards your healing. Confidentially tell this person exactly what you need to say or ask. You will then be ready to create an oki ritual to release yourself from an unnecessary attachment. Oki means to cut, sever, separate, or divorce. An oki ritual allows people to detach from one another by burning, burying, or releasing remainders of the relationship into the sea. Ooh, so this is very, 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 I feel like I just got that card in another video from my, I got the card in my Earth Alchemy Oracle about rituals. Now is the time to really tune in to the proper rituals that will help guide you through and guide you beyond the stagnant places that you might find yourself in right now. It says in all instances, Oki requires the cessation of clinging to any idea, behavior, or relationship that is not in your best interest. And I feel like, yeah, that's what's causing the congestion in your head, the headaches, possibly just the, like, your headspace is so full and you're physically feeling the effects of it because you're not letting go, you're not releasing. Like, what happens when you don't blow your nose when you get congested? It just stays stuck in that headspace, and it just, you can feel the pressure, you can feel the congestion. So this is about a particular relationship that you have that you need to cut ties with, and you've been holding on for a very, very long time to the same ideas, the same behaviors, the same expressions, the same arguments, same for a long time is what I'm hearing. So again, in all instances, Oki requires the cessation of clinging to any idea, behavior, or relationship that is not in your best interest. It can be used alone or in conjunction with purification and communication. So this practice, the Oki ritual, it's practiced by sincerely stating aloud that a connection is being severed, a quarrel has ended, or a type of behavior has ceased. I'm definitely hearing you're saying you're done. You're through. You want the cords cut, the ties that bind you to this person or to this behavior or to the cycle. You want those cut. Interestingly, it says, keep in mind the wisdom contained in the expression Aya no kapua i luna. The flower is still on the tree. Meaning you are completely whole within yourself. Never mind feeling like you're only half without the other half or without an other half. You still are your own complete self. This is who you are. Eventually your soulmate, who you're destined to be with or share the timeline with, will come through. But for now, you have to really separate yourself from the ideas and the potentials of being with someone that is not serving your higher good and your higher healing. So let me get into my guidance cards. So we have Naupaka. So yeah, detachment, separation, cutting cords is what Naupaka with this card symbolizes. That's what we're doing, and that's a main reason. The holding on, the clinging to is a main reason why we've been feeling physically exhausted, feeling headaches, feeling like our headspace is just so exhausted and overrun and overwhelmed. So let's tune into the right out the jump. Yeah, time to refresh. The cycle of life within us. It's like we're a raindrop falling from a cloud right into another body of water. We don't cease to exist. We just transform our purpose and our mission. That's the overall message of this card. So this is a time to refresh, renew, restore ourselves back to health, to water our inner gardens. We also got the money card. Interesting. Wow. Okay. What came to mind on this card was this the movie Set It Off, and that part where I think her name is Tayshaun, where she was, after they robbed the bank, she was hesitant to take a portion of the money that they stole from the bank. But when she realized that all of that was hers and she was going to be better off than what she was before, she was like, I got money. Like, she was excited. So this is a call to be excited that you got the green light, that money, abundance, prosperity will flow to you divinely, and it will be manifested easily. You will be blessed, gifted with infinite abundance. And I feel like that's something you've been struggling with. Financial issues have definitely been on the rise, or on the plate that you've been eating off of. But this is a time to refresh. Hit that refresh button, because shit is about to come flowing in. But that can only happen when you officially cut ties. Your abundance will flow through, but you gotta do your rituals, cord cuttings, your Oki ceremonies. All right, let's get a little bit more insight on our current phases here. Yeah, okay, interesting. This is the wanna be better or best card. This usually pops up when another party, someone outside of yourself, is striving to be better than you. It's like competition energy, or the comparison energy, or someone obsessed with your likeness. But let me get a little bit more clarity on this. Who is this? Because this could also be you. This could be you being obsessed with comparing your life with someone else's. And we're always working to look like you're better than someone else, or them always striving to look like they're better than you. So let's get a little clarity on this card. Want to be better, best. All right, so we got, yeah, it's them. The them card came out. Them or you. So the people that want to be better or best than you, it's them over there. Whoever them is to you. And that means they're projecting their insecurities. So interestingly enough, this card, the them side, means this is about projection. So yeah, they're projecting this energy of wanting to be better. Cairo, yep. Okay, interestingly enough, the them side means that this is about projection. It could also be about empathy, compassion, patience, forgiveness. But in terms of how this came out, whoever is wanting to be better than you, it's them over there, because we got the them side. So this means it's their energy is being projected onto you. Ooh, right on the top, mirror image. So someone who's emulating, replicating, copying, seeing themselves in you, like looking in the mirror and thinking about you. Weird vibes. Super weird. All right, what else? Ooh, maybe because the home life, the house or homeless card means that there are issues, there are repairs that are needed. There's, stress heavy in the home, and someone is possibly in denial of the things that need to be repaired. And they're about to lose their home or their placement in a relationship. This is about cold house energy. indicating poor relationships or that are lacking warmth of communication or of affection. So I'm also feeling like if you've been going through this and this is what's caused, this feeling of separation, it was a projection from someone else onto you. So that's something to look out for, is to be mindful of the energy you allow in your space and around you. Because someone doesn't, just like you need to do your Oki rituals and cut ties, I feel like someone is also doing rituals to bound themselves to you. They're purposefully tying themselves to you. This also could be your partner, and they carry this superficial, indulgent, gossipy energy. That's what this card channels, Pizza Party. It's about indulgence in superficial conversations, situations, and circumstances. It's that unhappy, bored, bothered, niele, gossipy type of energy that you don't want to indulge in, but obviously someone who is bound to you, who is tied to you, is causing this destruction, destruction, demolition of your home space. Your home is your inner space. It's your sacred space, and them over there, they're projecting all of those negative vibes onto you. Again, through the mirror, through copying, through duplicating perhaps, or, just thinking about you whenever they have to see themselves in the mirror. Interesting. Let's get a little bit more for collective. Wow. Okay, so we have the On Purpose card and Opala, but in reverse. The Opala is trash, getting rid of the trash, releasing that. So doing that on purpose. The on side means being mindful. This is about mindfulness and questioning. What are your intentions? Who are you becoming? This is about your redirection and your self-evaluations. And whatever you gather on purpose through watching how you move and not getting stuck in your own way, the rubbish that is collected or gathered needs to be tossed, needs to be released. And that could include people, situations, circumstances, a lot of things that are not serving you need to be trashed. Okay, tell me more about this relationship. Yeah, you're feeling like at this point, you've given up, you're separating, you're going through the ritualistic cutting of the cords, but you're holding on to enchantment and wonder and hope for fulfillment of self and fulfillment of a possible reunification and reconnection with a soulmate. Like, you're not losing hope on that. And this card is basically about operating on a higher frequency and healing the soul, especially if you're struggling in the dusk or the deepest dark hours of night. If your current relationship or your current reality is just super heavy and burdened, like our headspace, it's about lifting up the headache, lifting up the veil, lifting up the energy so you can breathe again, so you're not so clogged, desperate, distracted. Yeah, unclogging the pipe is what I'm hearing. You gotta flush out the pipes, put a little Drano in that shit, and once that shit unclogs the pipe, you want to flush the water down so it can push out whatever debris is clogging your system. But the water, this particular card is about refusing to stay stuck. It's about your self-sustainability or your solar sustainability and reconnecting through a water source, through the rivers, through the oceans, through the rains. There's a Olelo Noi Au that says, Mohala ikawai kamaka o kapua, meaning unfolded by the water are the faces of flowers. And flowers thrive where there is water, as thriving people are found where living conditions are good. So water yourself. Make sure that you are flowing properly, that you're not staying stagnant and stuck in bad energy and bad health and dis-ease and illness. Ooh, mahalo. Wow, okay, double. Because if you don't, they're going to profit off your ass. They're going to take all your lessons learned, and they're going to take your words. And I mean they, as in, who do we get? Them. Whoever them is to you. Whoever be copying and emulating. Whoever you are tied to that you need to cut ties from or with. Whoever is gossiping, channeling really negative energies and sharing that with others. Whoever wants to be better or best, in a constant state of competition and comparison with you. Whoever that is for this reading, and whoever that is for you. They watch you, they practice, they act, and they deliver your role in life. You know? They strategically plan to sabotage your ideas and your potential success by promoting themselves in your character and profit off your ass. And this could be someone you trust, someone close to you, someone you're connected with. So that is why it's time to cut those cords. But Divine wants you to continue to smile because you bring joy to souls through your smile. This is your authenticity. Minoaka. Minoaka. Smile. Smile more. Gift people's lives with the genuine light of your natural smile. And take care of your teeth is another thing that was channeled on this particular card. But don't let them bring you down. Don't let what they're trying to do and profit off of bring you down, because you'll always have the ideas. You'll always be authentic to self. You know, things happen in your life for a reason. Whoa. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Go to social gatherings. Get out of the house. It's time to connect with others in a healing social environment. You know, trust that Divine keeps you protected even in unfamiliar or hectic social settings. This is about like your post-hermit mode. 737. This shows up to let you know that the angels and the guides are immensely proud of you and the direction you've taken. They know your true inner divinity and they're pleased, happy with your progress so far. So this is also what I channeled in this card was divine spiritual partnership is at hand and you are in, or it is approaching, or may be next. So it's very, very close. So you have to let go and release the things that have really clogged up and left you dry, left you suffering, left you stuck, left you with headaches. Release that shit. Let them go, because what is meant for you is right around the corner. So keep pushing through and keep smiling. You are guarded. You are guided with that strong, firm, protector, dedicated vibe. You are immovable. And you are eternally guided by guardian energy, divinely sent to you. Wow, this could even mean like you will meet someone who is a farmer. Mahiai. This also means like if you're just focused on yourself and not in terms of a relationship, this just means this is you reconnecting or grounding self back to your natural food source. So eating better, eating healthier, eating more simple, more organic, eating less processed foods, drinking water, you know, tending to your inner garden, your physical and spiritual garden, and reevaluating what it is that you're eating for your mental and physical benefits. This is ultimate spiritual healing. Okay, I'm going to pull one tarot card. I'll just do the Modern Witch Tarot. Clear the deck. Wow, okay. I cleared the deck and I got, wow. Mahalo. Yakua, mahalo couple. Strength popped out. The strength card. We are being guided. We are being risen again with more strength, more healing. But it is time to rest. Time to really allow our minds to be at peace. Allow our bodies to be at rest. Allow our souls to rise with the dawn. But there's a lot of work to be done in terms of separating yourself from something that you are attached to that is not it's not nourishing you. It's not feeding you more life. You know, it's not grounding you to source. So whoever they are, these people, they're only draining you. They're draining your bank accounts. They're draining your fucking energy, draining life out of you. And that's not the vibe. The vibe is refreshing, hitting that refresh button, that reset button, that restoration button, and allowing the cycles to keep it moving, keep it pushing, to help you flow through whatever it is that you're going through. So hopefully this message resonated. If it did, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or subscribing to the channel if you're so compelled. And I will see you in my next video. I send you light and love. And mahalo nui, gratitude for vibing.